What's up, future millionaires? I got Joe Ruiz here on with me. He is one of the top students in my six-figure agency program. He's actually the fastest to reach six figures. Now, I think he did have a little bit of an advantage, but I wanted to bring him on for an interview today, not to promote my program, but instead to ask him questions to figure out what allowed him to build his agency and scale it up so quickly so that you guys can be able to learn from it and see kind of just what he did differently from a lot of the other people that are in the program and then a lot of the people that are watching this right now. So, Joe, would you mind introducing yourself and like what your current situation is?
Yeah, so my name's Joseph. I own a marketing agency called Bulky Media Group. We've been around for about 2.5 years or so. The first year or so is kind of just me lollygagging, not really taking anything serious. But towards, the past year and a half, I would say I just been actually at it and going at it. And currently we're between the $110,000 range per year revenue. And I mean, living down here in California, I mean, that's definitely revenue that's pretty substantial for living around this area and being able to afford this area. I started off doing, management, and then I kind of transformed and niched it down to just pretty much Facebook marketing. And that's kind of where Billy pretty much helped me.
Yeah, so it seemed like the issue that you had is you were stuck at maybe like, you said you were stuck at like $3,000 a month for
Yeah,
quite a while.
two client a month, you know what I mean? That type of thing, working, 40 hours a week for two clients.
Yeah, so what do you think was made the difference, the final difference? Like, what did you actually change that made a difference to actually allow you to scale to six figures? And how long did it take you as well?
I think it took me within I would say a little over a month. Pretty much, we learned this from actually the course, was pretty much the onboarding process. I had a kind of a crappy onboarding process because honestly, I just need the money. So I just kind of onboarded any, crappy client, not really qualifying them, not really asking the real questions, like the revenue, kind of, who to call, kind of things like that. And, that's kind of what put me in the situation to where I had two clients and they were kind of just making me do everything for them, even though, that wasn't a part of my services. And I was kind of just working for them. And pretty much from learning from pretty much watching Billy and his course and all that stuff, I learned a great onboarding process, sales script, pretty much how to close, how to manage them, and how to keep them on as a client. And I mean, those three things alone definitely switched my agency from, 0 to 100 real quick.
Got you. So before you started my program, were you doing Facebook ads only?
I was doing social media management as well as web development, and on top of that, we did Facebook marketing. But our main one was probably the management because honestly, I didn't really trust myself when it came down to the actual providing kind of actual results, unless it was a really easy niche to work with. But after learning how to properly do lead generation through the course, it changed my whole mind on how Facebook ads work and pretty much how to make them work for you and how to get great results for your client.
Nice. So if you could start all the way back from the beginning, what would you do differently then?
I would buy a course right away. The thing is, it took me a year to learn, what I learned in, a week from a course. So honestly, skipping all that time, I mean, if I did that in the beginning, I would have been definitely in the seven figures by now. And I mean, it's that simple. Just getting a mentor, whether it's a course or maybe it's a local friend, anything like that, is getting a mentor and kind of having them guide you through the process of being a successful social media agency owner.
Okay, cool. So I think that you actually told me before that you actually taken some courses, but what do you think? And I like I said, I don't want to turn this into like a promote my course or anything like that, but I just want to ask you honestly, what do you think? You said you had taken some before. What separated mine from those other ones that you had taken? Like what made it different that if you would have started from mine at the beginning versus started from theirs at the beginning?
So one of the first courses I took was the Ty Lopez one, of course, but when I took that, it was just like little 8 videos, an hour long each video of just him talking and really not putting detail into each one of them. And it's pretty much just showing you kind of how it works. It's not really showing you, actual strategies and sales funnel tactics, and, campaigns to run. It's just kind of telling you what does, what business manager does, what audience insight does and all that stuff. But it's not really actually teaching you how to effectively target people, how to do your audience research and all that type of stuff. It just kind of just showing you what the possibilities are and what it does. But, like I said, it doesn't really show you exactly how to use it.
Got you. So did you ever have any problems taking action?
Definitely. I'm definitely a lazy person. I'm still am today, but I do work on it. I prolonged it for, like I mentioned, the first year, so I was kind of lollygagging. I was still going to community college, and it was just something that I kind of just, worked on it whenever I felt the motivation to do it. But, training yourself every single day to do something, whether it's, going door to doors, maybe doing cold emails, cold calls, every day progressing to do something. Because, when I didn't do that, I felt like I just got back stuck in the rut, and now I only did anything whenever I felt motivated to do it. But now it's pretty much a daily habit thing that I need to do.
Nice. So yeah, that's a really good way to put it. It's more of like turning it into a daily habit rather than something you just do
Yeah.
when you're feeling motivated.
Yeah, it takes 21 days to build a habit, so that's kind of what I put in my mind. Give 21 days to do this, and if I still don't feel like this is for me, then obviously switch past. But after like the 15th, 20th day, it just felt like I needed to do it every single day, or else like my day was off and I was feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way to put it. With the businesses that you gained, how have you gained like all of your clients recently? Has there been like one strategy that you've done specifically, or kind of a mix of things?
Honestly, I kind of implemented a couple of things that I found from my experience of doing it beforehand, before taking the course. Some things that I found out that work better, and as well as implementing some stuff that I learned from the actual course. But I mean, the main part was just doing it and taking action, because whether it's getting a course, whether it's just going door to doors, whatever it is, just taking action, because there's no better time to do it than right now.
Nice. So, how did you actually like? What strategy did you use the most then?
I use definitely the selling part. I definitely need help on, and that definitely increased my closing rate. Properly onboarding people, and on top of that, properly knowing that they can afford the services and knowing that they're actually going to benefit from the services.
Mm-hmm. Which method did you use as far as outreach, though?
Outreach, honestly, at first, to kind of get a gist of kind of just getting some testimonials, and because you first start, you don't have anything else. What I actually first started doing was actually I put my services on Fiverr, and with that I used as just getting testing stuff out, and obviously I had a pretty crappy rating from newly starting, and that's how I kind of started first getting clients and to kind of get experience, kind of get testimonials, and after that, then I started doing door to doors with those case studies. And I think that kind of definitely worked with me, and using, Craigslist ads, using Facebook ads for yourself. I mean, most people don't do this. I don't know why they don't do it. They just only use the Facebook ads for the actual clients, but they don't use it for yourself.
Yeah, have you used Facebook ads for yourself?
Yeah, I just started doing it about a month ago, and I mean, doing the exact same lead generation form that we learned from the course, just implementing my business instead of another business. And I mean, it's going really great right now. We're getting an average about a lead or two a day.
Nice. How much is it costing you per lead?
Per lead, it's probably cost me about $4.80, $5.20, around the $5 mark. But I mean, each client's worth to me at least $1,500 or more.
Cool. Do you mind if I ask like what the offer is?
The offer is pretty much either a 2-week free trial or maybe a $500 coupon for your first month. I have those two running, and then as well as a free, a 1 hour long strategy session, which I usually charge, $150 an hour for, but I'm giving to them for free, to kind of get adjust and kind of diagnose them properly, kind of seeing what they need, whether it's Instagram marketing, influencer marketing, Facebook marketing, things like that.
Nice. The reason I ask is I have actually not seen that many people do it successfully. Are you targeting gym owners specifically?
I'm targeting 3 different people right now, since the 3 favorite niches I'm doing right now is pretty much gyms, real estate agents, and like car dealerships, because I like working with people who have high ticket items. So pretty much just fine tuning your audience. There's literally an option on Facebook where you can target, used car dealership owners and car dealership owners, and Facebook's literally just giving it to you. And it's just get your audience in, and then create a lookalike audience, and just keep refining your stuff until your cost per lead goes down.
Nice. So, do you have actually a video on the ad, or is it just ad copy and text?
It's ad copy, and on top of that, I did film a video which was a minute long. But just kind of in my office, just kind of putting the hook, pain point, solution, and on top of that, creating scarcity in the video, and that pretty much just makes people want to actually make their business boom.
Nice. I mean, that's really impressive. Just $4 or $5 a lead is for a business is very good. The reason I usually actually don't recommend that for people to do at the beginning,
of course,
is because it's typically really difficult for somebody just starting out at the beginning that doesn't understand marketing yet to try to compete with other people that are pretty much like marketing experts. You're running ads against those people, so that's one thing you're going to run ads. You got to remember. And
of course, that's why I start off on Fiverr first, just get testimonials and just get case studies, and then after that, once I got that, then I kind of fine tuned myself from going door to doors, getting local businesses, and then once I got enough testimonials, case studies, and proof to show people, that's when I started transforming to actual advertising on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, 100%. Another main thing that is, I don't want you guys to make this mistake. That's why I mentioned this real quick. But
Yeah, of course.
if you're trying to do Facebook ads and you're trying to gain clients through Facebook ads, one, you need to have a lot of experience and need to be like pretty much an expert. And then two, you need to have case studies. And then three, you need to have like at least $1,000 that you can just like, you could literally just throw away into Facebook ads. You can't just expect to spend $50 in ads and get results out of that. It's not going to really be possible. But I think that was really helpful and overall really good. So I really appreciate you taking the time, Joe. Is there anything else that you would say to somebody that's just starting out in agency, or even somebody that's already got one? Like what would be your main suggestions to them besides my program?
I mean, don't think about, where you're going to be at tomorrow. Think about where you're going to be at, 6, 12 months from now. It's a strategy game. It's a numbers game, because it literally only takes, a handful of clients to create that 6-figure income, especially charging, an effective rate. And don't undervalue you guys' services. I frown upon people who charge, less than, the $1,000, $1,500 mark, because it's just, your services are so valuable to businesses and they're just taking advantage of you when they're asking for anything lower than that. $1,500 to an average business, you'll be surprised. I first started off thinking of $1,500, that's a lot of money. But businesses handle, $30,000, $40,000 a month. $1,500 to them is just another minimum wage employee. But at the end of the day, you're the one paying for yourself and ultimately giving them a return on their investment.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why this is, but for some reason, like a lot of smaller businesses will try to like bully you for a $1,500 per month retainer when in reality, you could just literally ask them like, all right, look, how much are you paying this employee per month? They're going to be like, oh, like $2,000, $3,000. And then you're just going to look like they're just going to look stupid at that point.
On top, they can write it off too. It's a tax write-off for them. So it's, win-win scenario.
Yeah, exactly. And the main thing, I think the biggest mistake that I personally made, one of them is going after businesses that are basically like poor.
Yeah, failing at their last limbs, trying to see, let me try social media, our last time to try it, And, that's where the proper onboarding process, that's where I messed up as well in the beginning. But after learning a proper, onboarding process, through the course and all that stuff, I definitely, kind of cut those leads apart and kind of distinguish, good clients from bad clients.
Yeah, 100%. Like whenever I'm looking I don't even look for clients anymore. A lot of them just come to me automatically.
Yeah.
But to qualify them, I literally ask them, one, like how much revenue you're making per month. That's before they even schedule with me. Mm-hmm. And how much are you willing to invest into a monthly marketing budget? And if they say like $1,000, I'm probably just going to cut it out. I'm not even going to take the call. So, like the main thing is look for businesses that are already doing marketing. And if you happen to go into a business and they're arguing with you if they're going to spend over money on marketing or not, then probably not a good client anyway. So you know that you're looking into the wrong business. Yeah. All right, so Joe, really appreciate you jumping on this. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video. And actually, one more quick question. After joining the program, how long did it take you to go from 3,000 to 6 figures?
It took me, I would say, about 8 to 10 weeks. I'm not really sure the exact one, but it's around the 2-month mark. I went from the $3,000 a month. I did drop one of my clients because obviously from learning the onboarding process, I kind of filled the questions myself in there from kind of already working with them, and it just was already a bad client. So I kind of dropped them and it kind of deducted my revenue. But at the same time, I gained an extra 4 clients within the next, 8 weeks. And that 8 clients definitely made my return on investment big time.
Yeah, well, congrats on everything. You've done an amazing job, and hopefully you guys have been able to learn from this video. With that said, Joe, is there anywhere they can follow you to learn more about you?
YouTube, Joseph Ruiz, Instagram, joe.vmg. It's pretty simple, straightforward.
All right, cool. I'll try to put your links in the description too. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Jump off the diving board into shallow water. Oh, this a risk that